the few stand out for me, saddest moments. I think Grandad's funeral in Strained Relations. And then, like you say, the Rodney and Del Boy in the lift in Time in Her Hands, where they're discussing Cassandra and Rodney losing the baby.
Is Cassandra hurting?
Of course she is.
How do you know? You haven't talked to her about it.
No. And you know why? It's because like, it's almost if I don't talk about it, it might not be true.
But it is.
I know, but if I don't say it...
If you don't say what?
We lost our baby.
I thought another one, Rodney and Cassandra's wedding in Little Problems.
When Del Boy looks at Rodney and then Rodney looks at Del Boy.
Listen to the fields gone.
When Del Boy takes the groom figurine off the cake, I thought that was the bit, and he's got it, and holding back the ears is playing in the background, Simply Red.
It makes me cry.
Yeah, he sort of looks up, doesn't he, to say, I'm going to cope without Rodney now.
Yeah.
Because as Marlene says, he's been a mother and father to Rodney, hasn't he? All those years. And yeah, to lose him is sad, isn't it?
Just very sad.
They needed each other, didn't they, really? Obviously, Del Boy was the support, but, you know, Del needed Rodney as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Because it's the only bit of family he had left, isn't it? Apart from Uncle Albert and stuff, but Rodney was his main family, wasn't he?
He was.
And nothing had the chance to be good, 'cause nothing ever could. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on.
My saddest moment actually comes from the last episode, Sleepless in Peckham, when Rodney asked Del if he's anything like his father, Freddie the Frog, Robdell. For me, that is such a sad scene at the graveyard.
It's a very sad scene.
Del, can I ask you a question? Yeah, what's that?
Other than looks, was he like me in any way?
Who?
You know who? Freddie Robdell. My father.
Freddie the Frog was a professional burglar. He was disloyal to his friends. He was a womanizer, a homebreaker, a con man, a thief, a liar and a cheat. So no, Rodney, you are nothing like him. Come on, let's go home, bruv.
The unfortunate demise of Leonard Pierce, God rest his soul. It wasn't expected. He died very suddenly, and now they're left with this dilemma. What do we do? Do we put what we've got together and let the two boys carry on their own? You know, he was left with this huge dilemma. And obviously what he came up with, it was a masterstroke. It was a masterstroke, a stroke of genius.
So did you...
To find that way of doing something where there's pathos and yet humour. It's a very heady mix.
Yeah, and that episode is particularly raw, isn't it, with emotion? It has to be one of the saddest episodes of Only Fools and Horses.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I think it was the first sort of comedy where a main star in the show had a funeral, didn't he? You know, like you say, it was supposed to be a comedy, wasn't it? But he was able to... I think that was the first time John Sullivan realised he could write tragedy as well as comedy, wasn't it? And he brings it back, doesn't he? Brings it back.
Sorry.
There's another one that makes me cry. It's not sad. It's when Raquel has Damien and Dell's got him in his arms and he's just talking about like how he's going to grow up and how he's looking up at the sky for his mum and granddad. Just that's another one that makes me cry.
You're going to live my dreams for me, and you're going to do all the things that I wanted to do, and you've got to come back and you're going to tell me about them. Tell me if they're as good as I thought they'd be. Oh, you're going to have such fun. You will. And then when you get the hump, because you're bound to get the hump sometimes, I'll muck about and make you laugh. Because I've mucked about all my life, and I never knew the reason why until now. This is what it's all about. I was born for this moment. Yes. Oh, we're going to have such fun. We are, you mark my words. This time next year, we'll be millionaires.
Time in Her Hands, the other one that's quite emotional, is when they go into the Nag's Head after they've got the money and everyone starts applauding, don't they? The whole cast.
Yeah.
That
That's
was quite
great, isn't it?
emotional. Yeah, that was genuine, I think, as well, wasn't it? I don't know even if they prompted to all clap like that, but everyone just got up and clapped them all, didn't they? So
It seemed very natural, didn't it? Like how they all just started clapping. It was very
Not staged.
yeah. And Mike was quite emotional, wasn't he? Because I think
On the house, he says.
on the
to me.
house, yeah, and he's quite choked, isn't he, doing that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What can I get you?
Champagne all round. Thank you.
Oh, hold on. Aren't you going to left our wallets at home again?
Oh, please, sir. That is not a problem.
On the slate, Mike.
On the house, Del.